In this video, I'm going to show you how to add an appointment booking system to your Shopify website. Since Shopify doesn't offer this feature directly on Shopify, we're going to be using an external widget, but don't worry, it's completely free of charge and doesn't require any credit card information. The first step is to go to the website we'll be using. I'll put a link in the description down below that takes you straight to the page I'm on, so go ahead and click there. And once you're on this page, you simply need to go up and hover over widgets. From here, locate forms, and then right under we have the appointment booking option. Go ahead and click there. Next, you need to click on the big pink button that says create widget for free. That's going to take us down to the template builder where we can start designing our widget. Now, the first step here is to choose a template that's close to what you're looking for. It doesn't have to be perfect because you'll be able to customize the design, layout, colors, and more later on if you'd like to match your branding or similar. Just pick the one that's closest to what you're looking for now. For this video, I'm just going to go ahead and stick with the default option right here and click continue with this template at the very bottom. Once you've done that, you should be taken to the customization page. It might look a little bit different on your screen depending on what template you chose. But the first option on this page would be to click on Add Service. Up here you can give it a service name, a description. You can also add a picture, which would show up right here, similar to the men's haircut by default. To add a picture, go ahead and click Add. In my case, I've just downloaded this free image just to show you. So I'm going to go ahead and head back to Elf site and click on Upload File. From here, go ahead and select it and click on Open. And now you just need to let it upload. And as you can see, it's now added an image as well. Furthermore, you can also go ahead and add a time duration and a price. Once you're happy with the service, go ahead and click on Done. On this page, you can also go ahead and change the title. Right now it says book your appointment, but we could, for example, say book your haircut. Next, we have the hours option over here on the left-hand side. Go ahead and click there. This allows you to add your opening hours by clicking over here on a day, and then you can go ahead and toggle available on or off. So let's say you don't work on Monday. In that case, just go ahead and toggle it off. And then customers won't be able to book on Mondays at all. You can also go down and add date-specific hours, for example, if you're open around Christmas or New Year's. Minimum advanced booking. It's set to 1 hour by default, but if you'd like something like a day's warning, go ahead and click right here, and then you can choose 24 hours down here. And the exact same thing goes for the max advanced bookings. That's how far into the future people can book. And that's set to 2 months by default. But you can also change this to a week if you only know your schedule over the next week or so. Lastly, we need to go ahead and choose our time zone. This is quite important because if you're set to 3 hours ahead, it's gonna mess up your schedule. Right now you can see that this salon is in London by default, so go ahead and click here. And then we just need to go ahead and look for our time zone, which is right here. Next, we can go ahead and customize our profile. Our profile is this section over here. To do that, go ahead and click on profile on the left-hand side. If you don't want the profile to show at all, go ahead and toggle it off right here. And then you're just going to end up with a very simplified booking system. But just to show you what we can customize, I'm going to go ahead and toggle it on. From here, you can enter your business name, description, add a cover photo the exact same way we did before. In this case, you might need to remove the current placeholder photos by clicking on the image and clicking on this little icon right here to replace the image. The same goes for the logo. You can also go down here and add phone number, WhatsApp, Instagram, address, email, and even your website. In most cases, your booking form will probably be on your website, so it might not be relevant. If you want to change the design of your widget, go ahead and click on design on the left-hand side. Here we can choose the embed type. So as you saw at the start of the video, we had a template where you could choose a book button only like this. Let me click away from that. So basically this would be on your website in the middle. Let's say you have your cover photo up here in the top of the website, and you can have a book now button in the middle like this. And when people click, it's going to open up in a pop-up. Alternatively, you can also have a floating button. So that will appear down at the bottom of your website down here. You can also choose where this should appear. It doesn't have to be down here. It could be up here or here or here as well. You can change that by going on button settings and choosing the button position. So let's say I wanted it at the bottom left corner. Go ahead and click right here. I'm just going to go ahead and stick with the basic inline form right here, but you can go ahead and play around with all of these settings here. Aside from that, you can also customize the look of it by changing the background color, text color, or even the accent color and font. It's quite easy. Just go ahead and click on the little color bubble right here and choose the appropriate color. You can even add a gradient, an image, or even a video. Now, in order to know that people are booking in through this booking form, go ahead and click on notifications right here. Right here, it's both going to send a booking confirmation to the customer that booked in, and it's also going to send a notification to you about your new booked appointment. If you don't want to send a booking confirmation, you could, for example, go ahead and turn this off, and then your customers are not going to get a booking confirmation, but they will be booked in. The most important part of this is to go ahead and add your business or owner email. Otherwise, it's not going to notify you or the customer. Lastly, this might not be relevant to everybody, but you can also go ahead and click on integrations. Here you could, for example, integrate your Google Calendar, Google Sheets, or Zapier. So if you're using one of these options by default to keep track of your appointments, it's really going to help streamline everything. You can do that by going ahead and clicking on, for example, Google Calendar, and from here just click Connect Google Calendar and follow the next couple of steps. Last, we also have the settings wheel down here. This is probably not relevant to most people as we won't be able to change much because this is for coding and this is just to change the language. So if you do need to change the language to your native language, then you can go ahead and do that, but that's pretty much it. And once you're ready to add your widget to your website, go ahead and click on the Add to Website for Free button at the bottom left corner. From here, your screen will open up in a new window where you'll need to either sign up or log into Elfsight if you don't already have an account. And once you've done that, you should end up on a similar page as to what I'm showing on my screen in just a second. This is essentially the exact same template builder, so if you don't need to change anything else, you don't need to do anything here. Just go up in the top right corner and click on the big green Publish button. From here, you'll be taken to this page where you need to choose your plan. And because it's completely free of charge, like I mentioned at the start of the video, just go ahead and select the $0 a month plan on the left-hand side by clicking the gray select button right here. From here, just go ahead and click on Copy Code. And now it's time to add back to our Shopify website designer. Now to add this appointment booking system to our Shopify website, the first step is to choose where on your website you want to add it. In my case, I'm going to go ahead and add it on my home page right here, so I'm going to go ahead and select that. From here, I want to add this to the midsection of my website, right here, which would be under the template option over here on the left-hand side. To add it, go ahead and click on Add Section and scroll all the way down until you see Custom Liquid and click. From here on the right-hand side, you're going to get this pop-up. Here we need to go ahead and insert the code we just copied before from Elfsight. You can do that by clicking Ctrl-V on your keyboard or right-clicking and clicking Paste. And now just click away from it. And as you can see, when we scroll down, we've now successfully added an appointment booking system to our Shopify website. I hope you found this video helpful. Please let me know if you have any other questions in the comment section below and I will try my best to help you out.